The Helix Native just got released, and me and my friend Amin and Ayang is gonna have our first look at this brand new piece of software. Okay guys, welcome to the show. I'm your host Julian Wong, and today we're gonna be here with my friend Amin and Ayang, and today we're gonna have our first look at the new Helix Native. As an avid Line 6 fan who can't afford to buy the Helix, I'm pretty stoked to see this software finally coming to PC, and being able to use it is something special, I guess. Mr. Ayang, you have been a user of the Pod HD Pro rack unit for about 3 years now?
Yes, for a while.
3 years now. What do you think about the hardware unit of the previous rendition?
My favorite thing from anything from Line 6 would be the high gain M territory. Something such as my favorite, the Angle Fireball.
The Angle Fireball.
Yes.
Yeah. I believe it's a very flexible unit too. Being able to have so much tone packed in such a small box. Studio quality tone too.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about you?
I actually, most of the time I use a lot of VSTs in my DAW. Nothing came pretty close to positive grip, like the quality of what they can deliver.
I believe we all use the previous rendition of Line 6 VST called the Pod Farm and the Pod Farm 2. And yeah, back in its day, it's pretty revolutionary having something like Pod Farm, because it was basically a jack in all trades. It had the amps, it had the plugins, and the GUI is, I would say, still stand up to this day. But yeah, based on the sound quality that comes out of it, I guess as time passed, positive grid, amplitude, revolver, guitar rigs, all of this have kind of surpassed it. So it's about time Line 6 stepped out their game, and now they finally released the Helix as a VST for all of us to use in our daily basis in a recording studio instead of buying the freaking hardware. Yay! So yeah, let's take a look at this. So, what do you want to try first?
I mean, the first impression of the house.
Yeah, the first impression of the whole thing is pretty
fractal.
Pretty fractal looking.
Yeah.
It's all module based. It looks like the real thing.
Yeah.
Well, it is the real thing. But then yeah, the block thing is very amazing in my opinion. So you can create.
I like the color.
Yeah, it's very colorful compared to the others, which is like they're trying to have like a old vintage vibe.
I think the profile will be too cartoonish.
Yeah, the Pod Farm, it's early 2000. It's early to mid 2000. Everyone is still experimenting on the cartoony side of stuff.
And it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's very simple, and everything is right here. It's like when you go to the amp section, everything is just there.
By the way, how many amps do I have for this time?
Okay, guys. This
I
is
didn't know
what
about
he
the list.
prepared. This is what he prepared. Like, this is a whole bunch of amps right here. You
My
see,
goodness.
he has this.
That's a lot.
Sheet over here. And
Because this is the
So what do we have here?
Okay, let's see here. We have Who Watt, which is like what Pete Townsend used back in the days, which is a high watt 100-watt brill. And then let's see here. We got all the twin reverbs, both channel, the normal channel and vibrato channel. We even have the Silvertone. We have the Dr. Z. We also have the famous Roland JC120, also known as Jazz Rivet in there. There's also the AC15 and the AC30 with top boost, and whatever the AC30 fall is. I have no idea what that is. Match this, orange. We have the GTM45, a bunch of Marshalls as usual. GTM45 both channels, all different channels of the Super League. The JCM 800, the Bob Mashiva and Ubershaw. Mr. Boogie Mark IV.
There's too many to list out.
All three channels. The dual rectifier, the Fireball 100 by Angle, the Solo 100, and finally my favorite amp, the 5150. Besides that, you also have all the bass stuff, which the previous generation doesn't really have, and nobody really focused on bass stuff, apart from amplitude, which I'm aware of.
You see that?
There's all these different bass amps, the SVTs, the Sun amps, the Mesa Boogie.
Again, Mark 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, read the channel.
No, that's the electric stuff. And then there's something new, the PRS Archon, something that just came out recently, and like 2 to 3 years, and they managed to make it into like a VST. I think PRS did something right. So yeah, I'm stoked to try out the sounds. So right now we have a preset patch called, which is the first preset, US double NRM, NRM, or
have a look what's inside.
yeah, the US double NRM. Let's see, it has a Fender Twin River,
Blackface.
MXR, or the red squeeze pedal,
MXR.
63 spring reverb. Basically, that's it.
This is pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, pretty standard.
A very compressed clean.
Yeah, very compressed, clean. Blah, blah, blah. Other than that, yeah, let's see. Is there any preset you want to try? You want to have a go?
I mean, favorite Maurice Martian.
What do you like to try, Mr. Armin? JDM there?
JDM, yeah, JDM 45, 45P.
Where is the JDM 45? I can't find it. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the normal JDM 45.
Normal channel.
Funky.
Using which pickup position?
Second. I'm using the second position.
Basically a barrel.
Yeah, with a barrel, and it sounds like a strut.
Yeah.
And fourth
But
position.
yeah, it's very funky. Pretty good. I like what I'm hearing. Pretty amazing. Amazing sounding. Let's see here.
Also, they give you 2 channels so that
This is like the standard presets. Let's try some Plexi
like
sound.
C bright channel.
Let's try some Plexi Bright.
AC/DC.
Yeah, it's very glossy, and it's basically AC/DC in a box, in my opinion, because yeah, it's instant AC/DC.
How we know which package switch on?
Basically, it's a bit transparent if it's not on.
Oh.
So when it's on, it looks a bit different.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. So other than that, let's try something heavy. What do you want to go? Angle,
Yeah,
PV.
something. Okay, let's try 5150 first.
You want to try 51? Sure. PV.
Okay, let's go back.
Wow, this is pretty amazing. This is pretty amazing.
Nice.
I like how tight the low end is.
It's very saturated.
Because previously, for the port unit, 5150 actually is not in the.
Yeah, it's not in the box. It's if I remember correctly, you have to buy a separate metal pack.
Metal pack.
Ah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
Originally, it wasn't in there, and it was released after like it's like a DLC for a game,
Yes.
which is kind of dumb in my opinion.
Oh, finally, 5150.
Someone just Line 6, don't mess with us. We pay a lot for our hardware, so yeah.
So please give
So
us
please
5150.
please give us what we deserve. Sort of this stuff. Because companies nowadays, I don't understand why they always sell add-on packs, because in my opinion these stuff's supposed to be in there, even though it's like a software update or whatever. If we have to buy the rack unit, which is like sometimes $800,000, who knows, that's in USD price, but when it comes to software updates such as new amps and stuff, I mean, Fractal can do it. Every single update they give people new amps. Why does Line 6 have to charge for new amps and stuff that are supposed to be given. I mean, customer service. But yeah, you did a good job on Helix, so I forgive you for that. But yeah, so far everything sounds pretty good. Studio quality stuff. EP5150, I'm impressed. I'm a 5150 player, so I love what I'm hearing. Let's try some angle. Ready?
I cannot let go this end. Oh, okay.
What do you think?
I like the mid-range. I like how accurate the sound is.
Yeah, the angle fireball is actually very hard to emulate correctly because we've used a lot of VSTs, such as, for example, the
GTR.
The GTR have one, which is
Amplitude.
nasty. Amplitude have an official angle one, which is pretty close to the original. I've heard tracks from the, what's that interface called again? The Apollo? Yeah, Apollo actually has an official plugin for angle.
Oh yeah, I saw it recently. Yes,
that was pretty close too. And then there was the LePaul.
Le Paul.
The
Oh, yeah, Le Paul.
The LePaul
freeware.
Yeah, it's a freeware, but
From
it does the job very well actually, which is amazing. But this, as an all-in-one packet and not separated, so because if you use a LePaul, you need a cap sim and whatever. This is all-in-one. You have all your pedals, all your amps, and everything in one.
This is just preset.
Yeah, this is just a stock preset. We didn't even tweak anything. This is like
the cap.
the amp, and the cap is an XSL with vintage
Oh, the
30.
magic cap.
Yeah, the matching cap for the angle fireball, and then the mic is SM57, the usual one. Distance 1 inch, low cut, 0. Everything's there.
It's very,
It's basically
very
stock
angry
50,
sounding.
and then with a tube screamer in the front,
Yeah.
with gain 0, level 100. Actually, there's two cabinets.
Oh, it goes to a.
Yeah, it's a double cabinets. The second cabinet is actually the same cabinet, which is an XSL angle cabinet with vintage 30, but with a 160 ribbon mic.
Should I?
Technical difficulties. Give us a few minutes. Okay, now we're back. Okay, apparently there's two cabinets. The first one is with an SM57. The second one is a ribbon mic, 160. What mic is that? Hold on. Actually, oh, it's a Bear Dynamic M160. Okay, that's unexpected. I did not expect that. They won't be able to see that.
Yeah,
because
they
it
will
was too
they will
bright.
not able to see that.
Anyway, this is pretty amazing. And then there's a room reverb after post cabinet. I did not see that
to
coming.
create the room sound, I guess.
Maybe.
Why the?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty legit.
Yeah.
Usually when it comes to stuff like this, when it comes to factory presets, we usually like to tweak it because everything sounds like crap, honestly, when it comes to the factory. But this is straight up
Pretty
out of the
amazing.
box. We did nothing to it, and you can already use it to record an album, in my opinion. This is way better than some people's guitar tone. Let's see what we have next. Let's try something soft. Let's try
The Jazz 150.
just Rivet 150. Oh, this. Ooh.
This will be the Metallica territory.
This sounds.
Exactly.
This sounds like
You need to, yeah.
the early day Metallica. Somewhere around.
Shall I play a Metallica?
Yeah.
This sounds like the clean tone from when they use it in the masters up until Black Album. What do you think?
It's definitely the classic JC120
Yeah, it's a JC120
the
with
chorus on.
basically it's a different chorus. It's actually an Ibanez chorus.
Oh wow.
It's 70
Okay, I
chorus.
didn't expect that.
But yeah, it's pretty legit though.
Is it compressed?
Actually no.
Oh.
There's no compressor. The compressor is off.
Oh
I
wow.
think Metallica fans will be very happy.
Yeah, it's a very good clean tone. It reminds me of Sanitarium.
Yeah.
Sanitarium 1, nothing else matters. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very
Pretty close.
springy.